guys? This is Showtime from Showtime Shred Fitness over here. Size, growth, get big. Alright. So I was able to hit the weights the other day, so feeling a little bit better, a little bit more normal, right? The eye, it's going to take some time, right? Looks worse than it is. Doesn't hurt a bit, just looks funny, right? Today's topic I'm going to call the TRT experiment. Okay, so if you're one of these old guys, right, and you're super old, you're in your 30s, or you're a senior citizen, age 40 or older, maybe your T levels are too low, right? But my pet peeve, right, is people who, gosh, they go in there and they have a bad experience, they sue everybody, and it just ruins it, because then there's going to be legislation where they're going to ban stuff, right? Testosterone from men causes heart attack and all this other stuff when we're eating burgers and smoking and drinking as a society, right? High stress jobs and all this stuff that sets this kind of thing off, okay? I don't acknowledge that, I don't recall that, encourage that, I should say, right? Because you may have a negative experience from it. You may have almost died, right? But how many men have felt better, looked better, and all these other positive things by doing it the legal way, through blood work, through doctors, the whole 9 yards, right? There could have been an underlying thing. You might have thought that was the straw that broke the camel's back. It may not have anything to do with it, okay? Now, you have a right to your opinion, and I've heard arguments for both sides, and I agree with a lot of things brought to the table on both sides, right? I do agree that some people can have negative experience with it, health consequences and all that, and I know that people can have nothing but good things to say about it, right? And man, if you're just down in the dumps and you have severe depression and you thrive off of this hormone therapy, and you feel like a man again and everything, and your life is more successful and all these other types of things, and 10, 20, 30 years down the road, you pass away, and maybe it was from testosterone, and maybe it wasn't, but look at the quality of life that you had before that happened. Does that make sense? And that's a health choice, a risk to benefit ratio decision that you're going to have to make for yourself. Is it worth it? And that's going to be on you. You got to make that call, right? But I don't encourage sabotaging the system for everybody else that has had a good experience with it. Again, I'm not going to call you out, call you a snitch, anything else. You go in the legal route, and you feel like you need some compensation. You had a bad experience. I get it, especially if in your mind, and you could even be 100% correct, nothing bad would have happened to you, and now you've lost your career and all this other things. You got a family to feed. I get it. I'm not telling you you're wrong by doing that in any way, shape, or form, okay? Just get that clear. I just want you to look at both sides of the issue and do what's right in your belief system, in your mind, and you can do whatever you want. Because like I said, I understand both sides of the coin here, okay? But what I don't like is somebody coming in and taking advantage of these great resources we have. I call this the TRT experiment, okay? There's this guy, okay? Stomach now the size of Chicago, but back in his day, okay, he was a very good athlete, supposedly. He had these great swim records. I don't know if it was high school or college, okay? And he was a force to be reckoned with at that level. Like I said, I can't remember if it's high school or college. By his sweet mind, I'm going to say high school, okay? But I could be wrong. It could have been college. But anyways, his desire, his goal was to break and shatter every PR that he had when he broke those records, or at a minimum, match them, right? Because he was slower, he was out of shape, all these different things, okay? That he did to himself because he didn't keep up with himself, and some things that weren't his fault, okay? His testosterone level was tested, and it was that of a little girl, okay? So I get it. So he needed it, So here's what happens. This guy gets interviewed. Must have interviewed well. Must have fooled a lot of people, because he gets in, man. He gets a top of the line coach, one of the best coaches in the United States, right? Swim coach. Okay. He gets a doctor do his blood work, be right on top of everything. Actually kind of screwed him up a little bit. We'll get to that. And he's got a personal trainer that was a pro bodybuilder and everything else. And ginormous guy. He's over 300 pounds off season. He chops down. He's 250, 270. Okay. And he was going to be the personal trainer. And then you've got national television. So you getting, for whatever reason you want to be on TV. If you're trying to be an actor, or if you just want your story out there, whatever it is, okay? This guy I don't know if he owned a business or anything, so if it was for that reason, he blew it. But anyways, so he gets all this stuff handed to him, right? So here's your free testosterone, here's your top of the line doctor, your top of the line. He was one of the top personal trainers in the USA. He had a great doctor. He had all these one of the top swim coaches. So now all he's got to do is shut his mouth and go to work. So first thing, this doctor screwed him up because he put him on way too many different types of vitamins and minerals and all these different types of things. And so what happened was his liver enzymes were a little high. So what does he do? He complains. Oh, I don't know if this for me. The testosterone's got my liver all jacked up. He goes to his personal trainer. He looks at everything. He says, "Are you kidding me?" He goes, "It's not testosterone based. It's oil based. It's not causing these issues. I can almost guarantee you. Here's where it is. It's these orals right here. Okay, all these orals he's having to take it that are not PEDs. Okay, and they're unnecessary. You need a multivitamin, maybe some vitamin C, some fish oil, right? And in my 20 years of personal training, I've never seen this much bullshit of pills. You get rid of 90% of them, okay? Keep these, throw the rest away. Let's see what happens. His freaking liver was fine, but he's already in his mind is that this testosterone is messing him up. It's messing with his health, okay? Fuck this guy. And then he goes to practice, right? And his wife is and she's she's a nice lady, right? But she's distracting. I can see this as a coach. I can see this as an athlete. And the lady was very nice about it. The coach, she's like, "Hey, you can't be talking to him right now. And maybe you could have been just a skosh lighter, but nicer." But she was very polite about it and professional how she said it. She goes, "Look, he can't be talking to him right now. I know he's your husband and everything, but he's got to stay focused. He's got these goals. He's got to be in the zone." And she snapped at him, and the husband snapped at her, and it's like, come on, man, this is one of the top coaches in the world, and everything she's telling you is the right thing, okay? And freaking, you can be a little bitch about it, And he got to smooth that over with both of them. You got to be damage control, right? You can't be, snap at your wife either. You got to be, "Hey, honey, yeah, this is the right solution, just let's go with it." He can smooth over, explain everything to her, and roll with it, right? And just follow orders and follow the plan. And he didn't do that. It's a big baby, and I guess he thought he wanted to be the coach, right? So, long story short, then he's like, "Man, I just don't know. My mood swings to this, and man, you're moody because you had estrogen levels too high and testosterone levels too low. That's why you're being a little. Am I getting no testicles right now, but in the long run, he's like, I gotta focus on my family, and this isn't for me, and it's just messing with my head and my emotions and my liver enzymes. Here he goes with the liver enzymes again. That's not even the reason, So basically, my point is, if you're gonna be healthy and do things the right way, and there might be some type of risk to benefit ratio. A lot of it's gonna be in your head. How the results come out, whether it be positive or negative. If you think this stuff's going to mess you up, it's going to be your heart acceleration and early death and stroke and heart attack and all this other stuff, that might happen because you're going to speak it into existence, right? It's going to be a self-fulfilled prophecy. If you say, "Hey, I'm going to do this right. I eat like shit. I'm going to eat clean now. I'll lose weight, do exercise, do cardio, all these other things." So all this stuff is super duper healthy. These doses are minimal, guys. I'm not talking, average reasonable dosages that that careful pros and top amateurs take of 500 millis to a gram a week. I'm talking nothing. I'm talking like 100 grams to 200 grams every 10 to 14 days. That doesn't even count. And doctors will still be so this and that. It's like, oh, that can cause heart attack and stroke. No, it can't. I mean, maybe it can, right? Somebody can take a penicillin shot and die, right? Because they're allergic to penicillin, right? Somebody can drink an energy drink, like a Monster drink, one time and die, right? Shit happens, okay? There's rare things out there, and if it's not something you want to, engage in, because you worry about your health, and that's fine. But don't, for God's sake, don't freaking go out here and say I'm depressed and I gotta lose this belly and I gotta do all these, set all these records and match where I was in high school and just be, oh, poor me, the victim, and then you get a solution and you turn it all down. The bullshit. That's like the fucking fat guy saying, I want to lose weight, but I want to eat my tacos too. Motherfucker, eat your tacos when you earn them on your rewards meal, on your rewards day. Not every day of the week. You haven't earned that shit no more, right? You have a goal. You said you were depressed. You said you were not happy with the way you looked. You said you're out of breath, and if not, I'm not discriminatory about anybody. There are people that are overweight that are 10 times happier than people that are fit or fabulous, ripped or shredded or lean or hard or whatever else. Beautiful women out there that think they're ugly, right? There's women and men with great bodies that think they have horrible bodies, right? And they're miserable, okay? Or they got these personal issues or mental issues, okay? I'm not saying that you need to, if you're overweight, you need to lose weight. That's on you. That's your choice. And if somebody messes with you and pokes fun at you and stuff, then fuck that guy or gal. Because that's messed up. Unless you're dishing it out, then you have to be willing to take it, But if you ain't being mean to people and they're mean to you, then that's fucked up. Okay. So I'm not passing judgment, but at the same time, I am gonna call you out if you play the victim and you hate your life and you hate the way you look and you hate the way you feel and you're devastated if you don't look a certain way or perform a certain way, but then you don't make you don't follow the plan to get there. That blows my mind. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Make a choice and change if you want to change. Or don't change if you don't want to change, but then don't bitch about it. Fair enough? That's the key to life. It's just fucking make your decisions. Be happy with it, regardless of what the results are, or the side effects, or the consequences, or the rewards, okay? Because it's different for everybody, right? Just realize this is your bed, you lay in it now. You make your decisions, and are you okay with those decisions? But don't go back and forth, poor me, complain. That's a cop-out. That's bullshit. People don't like to hear that, So, TRT experiment, fail. Thousands of dollars, resources, top-of-the-line coaches and doctors and everything else, when somebody else could have thrived upon that, got a lot out of it. They took a damn weenus and sent a slapdick and a pussy, because the kitties he fed were kitty cats, they were pussy cats. He didn't feed a damn lion. Oh, I gotta think about my daughter and my wife. You can think about your daughter and your wife, dumbass. Just, god dang. I would never last in law enforcement. Oh, I might lose my life. I got a family. Yeah, that's what you signed up for, motherfucker. That's why you got a badge. That's why you got backup. That's why you got a gun. That's why you got your training. The fucking warriors, man. You don't hear very many people in law enforcement and military complain about, I might lose my life, or firefighters. They're happy to do it, and you should thank them for their service, not fucking be a cop hater. Because you motherfuckers that don't like police officers are not necessarily bad people. You just fucking misinformed. You get blips of the wrong, not all the footage sometimes. That's understandable. We can flip out, because I fucking did that. Fucking monkey, right? Thought he was protecting the kid, but the kid was getting hurt, okay? And I didn't see all the footage, okay? So sometimes there's lack of evidence. Other times, you're absolutely fucking right. That motherfucker was a bad person, okay? That's not a police officer, guys. That's a punk with a badge. God dang it, that's like 1%, okay? And you hold 1% of law enforcement or military, whatever it is, accountable for all of the officers. And those, again, those are not police officers, guys. Those are bad guys disguised as good guys. Those are wolves in sheep's clothing. Those are punks with badges. There is a difference, okay? And if you have their training and you've been in their shoes and you see some of these times where you're like, man, maybe you could have done things a little different. You know, maybe you could have, okay? But he followed protocol and he did the verbals and he did everything right down the line according to training, okay? Guess what? When it's your life or the other person's life, it's a different story now. This isn't something you just, one-time encounter once in a while. This is sometimes a daily occurrence, guys, or fairly often. And if you get too lenient too often, it takes one time and you're fucking dead, okay? So don't freaking get upset at police officers for doing their job. You want to prosecute a punk with a badge that shoots a motherfucker as he runs away, sets people up, this and that. Those are few and far in between. Go for it. But don't put a label on all police officers as bad when 99.9% of them are good. Fair enough. And if you really want to get way off on statistics and you say 10% of them are bad, 90% good, 10% bad, think about it. That's too many. 10% is too many. Don't get me wrong. I think we're maybe at 1 or 2% at the most. Look at teachers, some of the best people on the planet. Well, sometimes you get a pedophile, right? That's not a teacher, guys. Teachers don't want to touch their kids, not the real ones, not the ones that are for the right reasons. Come on, guys. Use your fucking heads. Right, this has been Showtime with Showtime Shred Fitness over here. Size, growth, get big. All right.